Wait, is this on now?
Huh? This is fine.
No, it's not. I sat in that for 10 minutes. I almost died.
Really? Well, that'll just help this podcast be shorter. Welcome to the Safety Third podcast. We have a very special edition in our new podcast studio. Tim of Everyday Astronaut, we killed him, and we're in his house right now. He's not here because he's dead. And this was supposed to be with iDubbbz Ian, but he left because Alan was in. It's a long story.
Still editing a video.
Anyways, we're going to cancel the live show. You want to tell him why, Kevin, or Nigel?
On 3, how many tickets did you think we sold? All right.
No, we already know.
I think the best way to describe it is we need to sell. The number of tickets we need to sell is in the 4-digit range. The number of tickets we sold
20
is in the 2-digit range?
2,800 we needed to sell.
No, maybe it's a bit better than that.
It's closer to the double digits than it should be.
Yeah.
I'm so thoroughly disappointed in every single one of you. Nigel, what did you say? You talked to a friend, and what did she say?
She thought it was a joke.
What was a joke?
That when we were trying to get more ticket sales, she thought it was a joke that we were saying that we weren't getting good sales.
She thought we had gotten a lot of sales.
Yeah, and then it was just a marketing play.
Yeah, I take it as a compliment that she thinks we're smart enough to plan something like that, but we're actually so not the case. It's all real. The hot dog story is real. Not selling enough tickets is real.
Yeah, I mean everything. Yeah, we don't prepare enough to lie.
I guess we're the joke.
Oh,
no,
God.
you're the joke for not buying more tickets. Shame.
Do people know about your you and Adderall or no?
No.
Okay, never.
Okay, so they do now. Also, it's so weird that there's just a camera.
Why?
Cut that out. I was gonna say, how's your? I feel like you're low on Adderall right now. You can tell. You can tell when his prescription is starting to wear off.
Wait, we're not supposed to tell people, right? Is that being cut?
I mean, I don't.
Decide right now if you want to tell people that you are the poster child of ADHD.
I mean, I don't care if you say that.
So
Really,
that'll stay in. That's okay.
You have
Does
to
all
tell
of-
Zach right now.
Okay, does all of this stay in though?
Yeah.
Probably. No cuts.
I have crippling ADHD.
I have never seen someone more riddled with ADHD than Kevin. Like, it's not even a joke. You sort of think people fake like their need for a prescription. Not Kevin.
Have you guys seen Over the Fence with a Squirrel? It's kind of like that.
You know, like I was looking at the questionnaire that you fill out.
Oh yeah.
And every single thing on there that I know about you is all like in the far end category where you like getting kicked out of school, like having trouble at school.
If you go to a doctor to get Adderall, you have to fill out this question like, I don't even know. I can't remember this.
I have to say it's kind of weird because
there it is.
It's just like, tell me your symptoms. Do you have trouble focusing on a scale of 1 to 5? And it's like all these questions that are, I'm like a 5. Like I would just say I was a 5. And then,
I think you're more of a 3.
yeah, it's not that bad. Wait. What did you say?
I was gonna say that it's kind of weird here because we're not even looking at each other. We're looking here when we talk, and we don't even have like an image
I feel like
to
I
see
kind of look like a
ourselves.
cave
I don't even have a microphone.
So what are we talking about?
We could talk about how we had to cancel the live show.
Wait, is it actually canceled?
What?
No, I mean like, is it? It hasn't been canceled.
So here's
No, it hasn't been canceled as of now. This is the announcement.
That-
Last week was the announcement that we were putting on the show.
But my question is, by the time they see this, will it be canceled?
we're gonna cancel it right now.
No, I think it'd be funny to leave it up and then
No.
cancel it like 2 days later.
Because
Well, what? Only one person bought a ticket. We should have them on the podcast.
a single person.
Anyways, it feels bad.
It just feels weird that we're all looking at this camera and not at each other.
What they normally do is they have like a side angle, so it looks like we're talking to each other.
Yeah,
How do we fix this?
I think it's unfixable.
I feel like we should just restart.
No, this is fine. No.
just quit.
We already did like 10 minutes. You know, I spent like literally 30-40 minutes this evening trying to like put this together because I saw that Tim had 2 mics and like the Focusrite, so we could like set it all up and just, you know, go bare bones.
He has 2 mics, but we had to drill one of them to the table.
No, I drilled it to the 2x4. I didn't want to destroy his table.
Yeah, that's true. But,
and so I set it all up, and then Alan, he's here right now too, but he's making a video. But then he came in here.
He's in timeout.
And then he like took over this room because he was recording audio for his video. And so then now what's it? It's midnight. It's like 5 hours later. We were supposed to record it.
It's like it's close to midnight probably.
This is why I don't like making video. Okay, so here's the thing. I had a video that was supposed to come out.
Therapy with Kevin.
I had a video that was supposed to come out, but I knew I was going on this trip, and I didn't like the stress of it because I'm like, I do not want to be working on a video during a vacation. And Nigel's doing it. I mean, sorry, Alan's doing it.
Yeah.
And this is it. I feel very vindicated right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like that's the worst.
Yeah, because it's like you actually have timelines. If you have a sponsorship, you have to get that video out on this date because it's like, you know, for their, I don't know, log.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they have to see they're promised so many views or something like that.
I feel so much better talking about this stuff after posting my my clickbait depression YouTube therapy video. The only thing that gets me posting videos regularly is making sponsorships.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same way? Because you have to do it. It's like a deadline.
It really helps with the deadline.
You just blew past a deadline a while ago, a couple months ago.
No, the video was just so bad I could never post it.
What video was that? Did we talk about that?
No, I don't think we ever did.
But you never actually didn't post a video?
So I was like, I can do it. So generally when you edit something, or at least when I edit it, some of the videos are a little bit weird. No, I just write. I in my head, I know how I want to do it. So I write a script. And sometimes the script's really long.
Yeah. And
so I do all the audio. And then I'm moving things around. And halfway through, I'm not even sure if it's coherent. So usually it's like the first time I render it, it's like sometimes 2 weeks after I start editing. I've never seen it. And I don't even know if it's coherent.
What do you mean? Like you don't play it back as you're...
All sections of maybe like 20...
I feel like it's very similar to some people who have like haven't seen themselves naked in like 30 years. Like they just don't want to see themselves, so they avoid it.
No, it's because there's no point in watching because there's no video. I'm not going to just listen to the audio. And then I'm moving stuff around. And sometimes like, oh, this explanation's not good. And then I have to fix it. Oh. But then there's multiple places where it's referenced. So I have to fix all the places. But I listen to just like 10-second snippets. So I'm like,
listen to? Are you
in
like,
the editor?
This is just the... Are you not watching the video as you edit it?
I do,
but
this
is just the voiceover you're doing first.
No, I do the whole voiceover audio first. And then I put all the video on it.
Oh, that's interesting.
But it's like
that's totally
I work
different
in like completely different sections.
Yeah.
And it's like I just trust that because I wrote the script, but I'm changing I often change the script as I go.
Yeah.
So it's like as I do it, I don't like sections, so I reword it and then I change lots of stuff. But I've never seen more than like 10 seconds at a time.
That seems nice almost. To be able
it's
to
scary though, because 2 weeks of working on it and you go to render the first one, because it's when there's certain audio or video missing, it doesn't matter. But you go to render it and there's always this fear, like, is this going to be coherent? Because like I said,
Why do you render? Why can't you just play it?
Oh, because like I want it to have no lag, because if it lags a bit, it's all 4K footage, it just lags. So it's like I render it out and I'm like, is it coherent? And almost every project, I'm shocked that I'm like, oh my God, this makes sense. There's still problems, but it's like, it seems like a decent video. But this one that I made, I rendered it.
You're slipping?
I rendered it.
You're slipping.
What do you mean?
Like your career, so you don't have a grasp on YouTube.
Yeah, so, I mean, I've made a video in between there, so I came back.
Okay.
But I watched it, and I closed the project file, and then I emailed, this project can't be done. And I just quit.
I'm so glad Nigel got COVID tested today because he just spit all over my face.
Oh no.
You know this story's enthralling because George is on his phone right now.
Well, that's very, I appreciate that. I'm just joking.
It's funny.
I'm just joking.
It's a podcast. I'm listening.
I feel like George was trying to get a second angle on us for a while, and then he says, "Oh no, this is just nothing can save this."
No.
But yeah, basically that video will never see the light of day because it sucked.
Look, he's on his phone again.
I was like, it's fine, it's okay, it's fine.
We can use George as like a gauge of what the audience is doing.
This is exactly what I'm doing.
It's okay, it doesn't bother me.
Every time I'm trying to get feedback for videos, I will like
Just have-
yes, I will like get someone to watch it and I'll stand behind them. And every time you sort of see, it was actually cameraman John's brother I would use sometimes, and you could sort of see his hand like
Just going
going down, and I'd be like, all right, so like, okay, 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I gotta speed it up a little bit.
I mean, maybe he has just really important stuff on his phone. I think his life-changing stuff on his phone. It's the only explanation I'd accept.
Or maybe my video was not life-changing enough for him.
Yeah. But yeah, I just think the video had too many plot holes. And I'm just like, and unfixable. Just,
What was the project? I feel like. How could you not tell us what the project
I know.
is?
Why,
Like,
what's so
how,
bad?
was the project bad?
You've asked 3 or 4 times. Wait, should we guess?
What is it? Something stupid like extracting lidocaine from anal lube?
Is it
that's
like
a good project.
is it like making something? From
It wasn't
rubber
making
gloves?
anything. So basically, it's not. It's if I say this, it doesn't sound that bad. But basically, 3 years ago, I needed a bunch of mercury, and I wanted to buy some mercury, and I went and tried to find the best way to get it, and I ended up buying a bunch of it from.
Was this the
China.
guy in Africa?
No, see, that's the problem is when I was making the video, better stuff happened than the actual video. And then certain things I did 3 years ago, I realized didn't make any sense.
Wait, this
There was a video that I'd been wanting to post, but I kept like
for 3 years. You've had this video in the
Yeah.
works for 3 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
I kept prioritizing other stuff. And then finally I wrote the whole script. I did all the audio. I put everything there. And I'm like, I just didn't like it because like you said, while I was actually putting the whole production for it, I ended up messaging some other people about Mercury, and that story was more interesting. So I will make a video on that
I don't ever
because
want
I
to hear
did get the Mercury.
anybody say that Nigel doesn't spend enough time on his videos. 3 years working on a video.
I didn't work on it. I filmed it, and it took like 3 days.
But it's been like kicking
It took
around.
me like 2 weeks to edit, and I just literally shut the project.
Oh.
I don't think I deleted it. I think it's still there.
Oh, okay. I got you.
But it's just like it's just better. I'm gonna make a video on it because I did buy mercury. I bought it. I think 11 kilos.
What does mercury taste like?
Metal. No, I don't know. Ask Cody.
I think you could like squish some around in your mouth and spit it out.
I mean, I've seen if you look back in old chem books, they're always funny because no matter what chemical you have, there's always a taste. And I think one was like mercury. It was just like heavy,
Brain
metal, or like metallic, shiny, tasteless.
Really?
All the old chemicals, even like cyanide, they'll say what it tastes like. They tasted everything. That was officially listed.
That's
like-
cool.
Yeah. I read that people would like take a teaspoon of mercury if they had to go to the bathroom or something.
You can eat mercury, and if you don't have any cuts or anything, it can just go right through you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, people have done it trying to kill themselves, and
I'll do it.
they go to the ER. I mean,
If I ever get cancer,
so here's the thing. I won't
imagine,
say,
like, metal
Kevin,
Yeah.
it's not safe.
no, if I ever have like an
But
illness,
you
like a
could-
terminal illness,
Oh.
I'll like drink mercury and see how long it
You'll
takes.
fill out like a modern taste test chart.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You don't have to drink it to taste it. You can just
No,
spit
I
it
want to
out.
like see how long it takes if I swallow it, how long it'll take to come out.
What does it feel like
Um,
to poop out mercury?
Yeah.
That would be.
Could you hold it in, or is it?
It would just,
It's too
fall
heavy.
out.
You could like prank
Your
someone.
butt's just not strong enough.
These are the real questions. But no, I was gonna say in the old books they all had that. Like tasting the chemicals was just part of it.
Someone had to do the science.
And now you don't see, and all the good new books they don't say that. Like they don't list the taste anymore. Those are the good old days of chem.
Too much society.
Too much safety.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, you should be able to taste any chemical.
Maybe we did that in school.
Oh God. No, I mean you shouldn't. You should not taste any, especially in a reaction. You should just taste it.
What looks the tastiest of all the reactions you've done?
I mean, I don't remember.
No?
There's some that have, like, you're making it just looks like lemonade, or it just looks like... I think one of them that I made recently just looked like frozen, like an iced coffee. And something, they just look good sometimes. And you do want to taste it, but you know that it's just like...
You don't remember what it was? Or
No.
was it like in between doing things?
I think the thing that is the hardest is when you do things that both smell good and look good.
The smells always get me. Like, if something smells good, I really have to resist not to taste it.
Like, I can't think of...
Is there any smells that smell good that are dangerous?
Cyanide? What is, like, the bitter almond?
It doesn't smell. I don't think it
Doesn't
smells
smell like that?
Because
The bitter almond smells like cyanide.
Oh, I love that smell.
yeah.
You've had a bitter almond?
Well,
Like
I
marzipan?
mean, like the soap and stuff.
No,
Yeah,
like...
the soap.
Yeah.
Like the pink soap.
Yeah.
Oh, that's benzaldehyde. So it's like a cherry smell.
But it doesn't smell like cherries to me. I mean, it smells like something that's like... Is that the same smell as cyanide, though?
No.
Similar?
The best way I can describe... In the video that I did on it, I regretted seeing what it smelled like. I'm trying to remember exactly what a better example is. It smells like... It's really hard... It's hard to describe, but some people describe it as like moldy. So like why I remember it is it smells damp. So it's like a damp... One example is like underneath the sink. Not the bleach smell or anything, but just kind of like a damp, moldy... It has, but mixed with like a bit of chlorine. So maybe with a bit of like bleach smell. So it has like a chemical smell, but it's kind of like damp and moldy too at the same time. I mean, if you come down to Montreal, you can smell some.
Up,
down.
He knows chemistry and nothing else.
I forgot where
He's
I
like
was.
Airplane Rain Man. It's chemistry Rain Man.
He's maxed out that one
And
skill.
it's like
All his stars are in chemistry.
the worst part is in terms of being in the U.S., we couldn't be more south. We literally couldn't. Like
Florida
Yeah,
or
like-
Hawaii.
Yeah, it's like in the continental U.S.,
very south, yeah.
maybe the tip of Florida, like a beach, we could be more south. Okay, so up.
I think
yeah.
like
up.
Chelsea did that for a long time too.
I do that.
You do that too? I
I
like.
just say random. It's like, yeah, come on down or come on up. It makes no. I don't even.
I
think
always
about
yell
it.
at people because like that's the context clue that I need to like know where.
Oh, yeah?
Is that your phone?
That was my, yeah. Maybe I took trick or treaters. Well, it says it's a smart detection, so it only is supposed to detect people, but it goes off all day and it'll like highlight like a rock on the ground. Yeah.
Did we ever talk about the raccoon?
Which raccoon?
The rabies raccoon?
Oh, I don't know. We have video of it. We can put it on there right
so
now.
wait, Kevin, how sure are you that you don't have rabies?
It has a long incubation period. I might still have rabies.
Mate,
I looked this up. I might have a PhD in rabies by now, guys.
But
I'm
question
serious.
is, why
I'm
have...
more educated than most doctors on rabies. I can
Rabies
guarantee
Rain
you.
Man. He knows nothing about anything other than rabies.
But Kevin,
I've maxed out my rabies stat. Maxed it out.
but Kevin, can you not just get tested?
Dude.
Okay.
Here's
if
what
I had
happens.
$1 for every time Kevin should have gone to the hospital and he didn't, I would have probably
Wait,
$10.
Wait, I have a question. How do you test for it?
I want to start off by saying Nigel was telling me earlier about in Canada, for some reason they have like free access to healthcare, but he feels like, oh, if he doesn't like,
No, I said-
short of breaking a bone, he doesn't want to go to a hospital
No,
because
no,
he's afraid they'll make fun of him. Imagine what happens when you say go to a hospital and you say, hey, I might have rabies.
They actually take that really because that's fatal.
No, they don't take it seriously at all.
Well,
Trust
not
me.
here, but at home. If you think you have rabies, they'll treat you immediately.
No, there's like a criteria.
So okay, so
There's like a checklist.
also I was gonna say that's just the ER. You can go to the doctor. That's fine. It's just that going to the ER, it's mostly because you have to wait like 16 hours if it's a lame reason. So you kind of want to go in dying because then you get faster service.
But Will, you're gonna have to be specific on which raccoon encounter. I've had a lot.
Oh wait, Kevin, I just want to ask a question. How do you test for rabies? Because you have a PhD. I'm just curious.
It's a antibody test.
Okay, so my question for you is: Could you test for it yourself if you bought the equipment?
Yeah.
Do it.
I mean, you know how they actually test is I think it's really rare to test for it in people. There's no real diagnostic.
They test the animal.
They test the animal, and usually if you like get in a conflict with a rabid animal or a suspected animal, they'll keep the animal for like 10 days because by the time the animal's showing symptoms, it's really close to dying.
That's how they test it. They like basically let the animal
get
full-blown rabies.
Yeah, like fester with full-blown rabies.
It's like a petri dish, but a whole ass animal.
That's how they test you too, Nigel. They just like strap you down to a hospital bed. And the doctor's like, yeah.
I was just wondering because it's
pour
like
some water on him. See what
if you if I don't know if they took a machine or something, I'd buy the machine and test for you.
It's too late. It's not too late.
It's too late. Well, I mean, if anything, it's building up right now, right?
Yeah.
So you were trying to get away from the water earlier. You were trying to climb on the roof to get out of the. I mean, I don't know. Where did that come from?
I was trying to get on the roof to scare Alan.
Oh.
Not farther away from the water.
Why does that make sense?
So if you get bit by an animal that has rabies, like depending on where you get bit, like it has to travel through a nerve up to your brain.
Really?
Yeah.
So
It,
you can get away with it.
Yeah, it depends. Like you can be treated like up to you start showing central nervous system symptoms. So and it travels between like 1 and 2 millimeters per day up your nerves to your brain.
Is this because you've gotten into so many like altercations with raccoons that you've researched this a bunch? Where you think you might have gotten rabies?
Yeah.
Have you gotten bit by a raccoon?
I've gotten scratched by a raccoon.
How did you?
My dog got into a fight with. I let him out to pee at night. Ran out. Instantly got into a fight with the raccoon. And this is a big raccoon, guys. This is a very. I've never seen such a big raccoon. I have a big dog. He's like an 80-pound pit bull, and
He's like a 300-pound raccoon.
They're the ones that are like, like they like.
Like you have
Wait,
trouble walking
the
upstairs.
raccoon does that?
Yeah, they're like a bear, right? No, I'm just kidding.
I was like,
small bear.
What kind of raccoons do they make in Florida?
Like a very big squirrel, but a very small bear.
Yeah. So this is a very big, confident dog, and he grabbed the raccoon, and the raccoon just like grabbed him back, and they're shaking their heads at each other's throats. And my dog pauses, and he looks at me like, "Now what?"
Like I don't know.
So he's like standing there with the raccoon. The raccoon's like on him. Then I get a
They
shovel.
bit your dog?
Oh yeah. And I'm like trying to separate the raccoon and the dog with a shovel. Like I didn't want to hit the raccoon. It's just doing raccoon things.
You might hit your dog too.
And I separate them, and the raccoon like scurries across my foot. And as it does that, it kind of scratches my foot.
But if you're wearing shoes, that wouldn't have happened though.
No, it was like late. So here's
Safety
the thing.
sandals on.
Did I scratch? I don't know. It was like it didn't break the skin, but it was red. And I called the county and I told them this, and they're like, like you're probably fine. What was the raccoon doing? And I'm like, I don't know, eating. And then they said, your dog attacked the raccoon. Yeah, the raccoon probably doesn't have rabies. Your dog is just
An asshole.
an asshole. Can you find the raccoon? And I'm like, they all look the same to me.
It was really big.
Yeah.
Kind of like a small bear with a big squirrel.
It's like big and brown, and it has 2 little raccoons with it. It's really protective of
Little
them.
beady eyes. Got a human-looking hand. We saw one walking in circles at the park in the middle of the day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This thing was definitely had rabies.
Because you like to hear about rabid animals, but when you actually see one, it's sort of like, oh shit, like it's
like
actually
actually
there's something wrong
like
with it because
you
it was
instantly know.
pacing. Like we stopped and it was just going in circles. And
It was
like
just walking in slow,
like in a baseball field, like a
yeah,
public baseball
middle of
field.
a soccer field.
They did take it seriously though.
They said
When
they
we
were going to
called.
come out and get it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was like, where is it? It was like they were super. There was no weird questions or anything.
No, but when I told them when I thought I got rabies, I'm like, yeah, like last week I saw a rabid raccoon, and they said, yeah, we don't test them actually unless they attack somebody. So, which is weird. So for like surveillance, it seems like there's no rabies, but I think a lot of animals get rabies and have rabies, but people don't get it usually.
Because then the raccoon will die and something will eat it, and then they'll get rabies.
Yeah, and the cycle just goes on.
I'm sitting on a stepping stool right now, and it is very uncomfortable. It's like you have to like lean forward. I kind of look like this very horrible posture. I also look way taller than both of you.
Why didn't we just
Like
zoom
the
the camera
rabies.
more? It's at max.
No,
Why don't you just zoom it out more?
I don't know. Less work. Did white balance. Ian was supposed to be on this podcast, iDubbbz, and he's trying to set up fighting. He's trying to get people to fight right now.
Yeah,
You guys were talking about fighting each other.
I was too intimidating for him.
No, you were gonna fight. You guys, Kevin versus Nigel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that too. I'll fight anybody.
Oh God, it's. When did it stop?
I don't
recording?
know. Well, because we're recording directly to the camera, and
So-
for some reason, DSLRs can only record 30
Yeah.
minutes. So
I'll tell you why.
we can just start over from the.
Wait,
fight.
do you know why?
No what?
Why they only record
To
30
stop you
minutes
from using it as a video camera?
for tax? I think it's they charge tax on other. It costs them more to make it and import it in the country.
Really?
Because I think video cameras get different. I remember
There's
it being
different between,
there's
like,
there's a
Camera
different.
and video camera. It's like a different taxable.
Yeah, I think so.
tariff.
30
Yeah,
minutes?
that's right, Kevin?
Yeah.
And the other thing too is like some cameras they have overheating issues, but it's mostly the taxable thing. Because I had a camera in the past and people just took the limit off and it didn't do anything.
Well, let's.
Either way.
iDubbbz was supposed to be a guest. He went back to his hotel because
He's training.
Alan was taking up this whole place.
Oh, that too.
But you said that you would be interested in fighting.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
You said you'd fight Nigel.
I'll fight anyone.
Anyone.
Except for Styro. Except for Styropyro. He'd kick my ass.
He could take all three
Dude,
of us
I
at the
think-
same time.
You say he's like a fighter, but what's he?
Jiu-jitsu, I think?
Yeah.
Would
I
you
don't
fight
know.
Kevin? No, not you. Would you fight Kevin?
No, I couldn't.
I'd
couldn't.
fight. I'd
Oh,
fight.
that's.
I think we could do it.
Why do you want to fight? I'm terrified of fighting. I don't want to kill the other person. Huh?
William would lose.
Chelsea
I'm
said I would
afraid-
lose.
If I don't know, with boxing gloves, right? It's not like bare knuckle fighting.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem is when you actually get punched by a boxing glove, you realize that the only difference is that you just don't break your knuckles.
I
You
don't-
punch harder.
It's like it's not that you punch hard.
Okay.
The gloves have weight.
What about
So it
Hulk
hurts.
fists?
Like the foam ones?
Yeah, or like sock and boppers.
Well, you're not gonna. I don't. What like? They don't
Yeah.
sell like they sell those.
Yeah, you know the ones that like it's a big inflatable thing on your hand, and like you give them to kids and they beat that shit out of each other. I would.
No, you
I
gotta
feel
do.
like you'd break your wrists.
No,
You gotta do
they
boxing
come
gloves.
Down to, like,
You'd
here.
break your elbows.
You gotta do boxing gloves, Kevin. No sock and boppers.
I like the idea of fighting and boxing like that, but I think all the rules are stupid. Like this,
Oh no!
So he's-
Like no face shot, no nut shot.
no, like watching boxing is so boring because it's like it's so technical. I really don't like it. And like,
So you
What do you-
prefer
what do you
mixed
like?
martial arts or something?
I like just street fighting, like
Brawling. I just
Bum fights.
wait. Do you,
Brazilian knife fights.
Kevin, do you believe in any rules like eye gouging or throat punching?
I identify as a libertarian
Tongue kissing.
when it comes to fighting.
Kevin, you would not want to fight someone if they could just gouge your eyes out.
Well, that's why you fight someone that you think you can beat.
You could kill them before they kill you. Do you actually want to fight somebody?
I'm
If it
scared to
was
say
evenly
yes.
matched?
I mean,
why not?
Yeah, I don't care. I think
Have you ever gotten in fights before?
I've gotten in a couple little fights.
Like Kevin, you would get in a boxing or a fighting ring with somebody that's recorded and broadcasted.
That's what makes it weird. You know, if like it was just me and you and some sock 'em bopper Hulk fists right here, that would, you know.
I'd fight Mark Rober.
I mean, I
do it.
technically
I'll
didn't-
be part of this.
I technically challenged Mark Rober on Twitter, right?
Me?
I think I kind of challenged him.
I would do it again.
Have you ever been in a fight?
No.
Yeah, if you're telling me you wouldn't, if he accepted it, you wouldn't fight Mark Rober in a boxing match. You have to do that. It's.
I can't.
Repeat after me. I, NileRed,
No, I won't do it.
challenge Mark Rober
No.
to a boxing match.
No, because I'm afraid. I mean, there's
You're afraid of killing Mark.
no. There's. I would say there's less than a 0%.
Chemistry YouTuber kills science sweetheart on YouTube.
There's less than a 0% chance that he would ever accept it. But it's the fear that if he did,
'Cause
then
he's
I would
scared.
have. I can't. say
Dude,
no.
imagine
He's
getting
scared.
ripped.
You telling me I'm not ripped?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Officially, right now.
No, I can't do it.
I've never really.
I can't. It wasn't a real challenge last one.
But like,
Scared?
if you don't think he's gonna
Fine.
accept it, then why
I formally challenge Mark Rober to a boxing match.
Wait, that was easy. No, you know he's gonna say no, so you have nothing to worry about.
I don't even
Mark,
want.
if you say yes, I owe you a huge favor. I don't know. You ask me for anything or almost
I think it's,
no anything.
it's a terrible challenge because I don't even want to do it.
I would
say if he accepted it, I'd be like, "This is the worst day of my life," because I have to do it.
I think you guys are like the same height.
I don't know. I don't know how. Maybe.
Yeah, I think I'm taller than Mark. Yeah, I'm definitely taller than Mark. We're like the same height.
Yeah, we're about the same height. I said I've never gotten into a fight before, but I've gotten punched a couple times.
Do you deserve it?
Yeah.
Who punched you?
I told the story before about on the bus how I had a bully on a bus, and I told my dad about it, and he says next time he says something to you, just say, "Well, I may be, what did he say? It was so bad. It was something like, I may be ugly, but or like
At least I'm smart or something
Yeah,
like that.
something
God,
like that.
It's so horrible.
it's like, oh, like I may be ugly, but at least I'm not ugly and stupid like you." And then he just punched me in the face.
Was that original?
Yeah, no, my dad told me like word for word to say that, and he just punched me straight in the face and walked off the bus.
Was this a random guy on the bus, or did you go to your school?
I was like in 7th grade. He was in 8th grade. I
Okay.
don't really know him.
Do you remember his name?
No.
So you could challenge him now.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be funny to challenge the guy in the X-ray video, the commenter.
No.
Challenge him to boxing match. I don't know how big he is though, so
He's like a welder.
Dude,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like a 200-pound guy, just
Probably.
ripped. He just beats you to a pulp.
hey man, it's settled at that point.
Just shows up, annihilates you, and that's it.
We raise money for charity at the expense of my face.
It's true. I forgot it's a charity thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
That way there's no pressure because if you get your ass
It's for
whooped,
fun. It's like you don't
yeah.
have to have, it's for fun.
Yeah.
It-
Right, because it's like
Right?
what? What's the worst that's gonna happen?
Get
You
beat
raise
up,
You
money
get
for
your butt
charity?
kicked by Mark Rover.
get beat up, and
Yeah, but getting your ass kicked by Mark Rover is a great story.
that's true.
It is.
That's yeah, that is
Like-
true.
like, how could that be bad?
I feel like if Mark beat me up, it would actually just be bad for him. Just because it's like, why is he doing
Punching
that?
down.
Like, why is he beating people up?
Well, because
For charity.
you were talking smack about him. Talk smack about him.
No, I have nothing bad to say.
It's because Mark's videos are inferior and occasionally repetitive. Say that.
No,
Well, yeah, but how are you gonna make it like spicy so that he wants to fight you?
I don't want to fight.
you just challenge him to fight.
Yeah, I was forced by you. Maybe I should be fighting you.
I think Will should
How
be
much do you
fighting
weigh?
Mark.
I don't know.
Like, it's all serious.
No, 150 something.
Oh yeah, I don't think we can fight.
What are you, like 200?
Like 170. What the hell? All right, we're fighting now. I have been stressed and not eating, so I'm
If
like
you give me-
170.
If you give me 3 months, I could go up 20 pounds.
It's 6 months. We're gonna have another podcast about Go Mad.
I could gain 20
Like
pounds.
we don't see Nigel for 6 months, and he shows up like after the Go Mad diet, where he's like 300 pounds, like ready to fight.
I could do that in 3 months. I could go up to your weight. And
Oh god, now
I-
George left. That's how we know we're doing a bad job.
And if you go down, that'd be even easier. We could do that quick.
I go down in weight.
And I go up.
I'm
Like,
pretty low right now.
I gain. Okay, fine. I'll just gain 20. You can't go higher than that, or else I'm just not gonna make it.
I feel like you. How
I
much
can't-
do you weigh?
at
You're
my
kind of
height-
skinny.
yeah,
You're,
I'm
you're
like-
kind of a string bean.
I'm like 155.
So we
Damn,
weigh
and
we
we're
weigh
like
the
the same
same.
height.
Yeah. So and
Yeah.
you're saying you should weigh like 170?
175.
Man, I got to gain like
Yeah.
20 pounds.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
I can teach you how.
It would be hard. It would all be fat unless I like trained a lot.
What science creator would you want to fight in a boxing match? I love this. It's like the exact opposite of what people expect from like the science community. Oh no, they're fighting
I
each
don't know.
other.
Action Lab.
You want to fight Action Lab?
Who would I? I don't know.
Why are you calling out Action
I
Lab?
don't.
he threw his line out and he's like slowly reeling it back in.
I think he's really tall.
You think so?
I think so. I get.
You could like leg swipe him.
Yeah, I think he is.
Oh,
tall.
that's yeah. The bigger
So
they are,
you're just-
the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Action. I don't know. I don't have beef with anyone.
You were so bad at being drama YouTubers.
But I don't like that. I actually actively try not to be a drama person.
You know, on camera though.
Sorry?
Behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah, I'm horrible behind the scenes.
What science YouTuber would you fight? I already know who it is.
Oh, what about Nighthawk and Light? I feel like we have beef going back a long time ago because I didn't credit him in a video that I stole from him.
Yeah, Kevin, so he should be fighting you.
Oh, the Hacksmith. I'll fight
But
all you guys.
The thing is,
I'm too-
the hacksmith,
I'm
the hacksmith.
trying to think of a good matchup.
I feel like the hacksmith would just beat you up.
He came over to my house once. He was pretty ripped. This was like 2018. He wasn't like ripped, but he was defined, you know?
Kevin.
He's ripped, but
He looked good.
you're like, I think, you're much taller.
Yeah. Fast like a squirrel.
Yeah.
Who's technically better a fighter?
I've gotten
I'd put
punched
money on
before.
Kevin.
I could handle a punch.
I put money on Kevin, on Florida Man.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
You never know what he's capable of.
Right.
Like a spider
He
monkey.
he literally learned from the raccoons how to fight.
I was just doing a time check.
You doing your taxes?
Yeah.
So we know it's been an hour on the camera. You know what we should do? Because it records 30 minutes at a time, we should just, whenever it stops recording, that's the end.
it just
stops.
Oh god. Okay, that's fine. What number's it at now? You
I
don't
can't
know.
see it. Have you ever gotten in a real fight?
I mean, it doesn't count with my siblings. It doesn't really count, and those weren't even like really real.
Kind of counts.
They couldn't fight back though.
You kick your sister's ass. You have a sister?
No, I've a younger and an older brother.
Who
I've only ever.
You were in the middle, so you got your
Sandwich.
butt kicked and kicked
We never really fought. I think my brother, actually my brother destroyed me once, and then I think
older or younger?
older. So it's like the way it works. He beat me up, then I beat my younger brother
It's
up.
like the,
That's how
it
abuse,
goes.
the abuse funnel.
So I
Trickle
think
down.
my brother.
Did your dad beat
It,
you?
it didn't even hurt, but it was the age at which you won, not with your words or with your fist, but by crying to your mom and getting them in trouble. So I remember we were in the bathroom and I said something. I was antagonizing him, and I don't think he didn't punch me. He just shoved me hard enough that I flew in the air and I hit the towel like rack that was in the wall. And I think it like knocked part of it off the wall. And so it like smashes you in the back. But I remember as it happened that I'm like, that didn't really hurt. But I was like, I was like, no, but I was like, I could get up and try to fight him. Or my mom who heard it.
All 5 pieces of Exodia.
Yeah.
I can just, I was like, or I can just cry to my mom. And then if this is like, see, this is strategic fighting.
It's like psychological warfare.
Instead of throwing a punch, I just acted pathetic and cried and was like, he just attacked me and hurt me.
It's like how a possum plays dead.
Yeah, so my mom just got mad at him, and I never attacked him. So he just got in trouble, and I won. And then the moment he's in trouble, like, suddenly I'm not in pain anymore.
Right.
And then I
You
think
get the Xbox controller.
Yeah.
He has
Sorry?
to sit- you get the controller. He has to sit and watch now.
Exactly. And I don't even know what we were fighting over. And then my brother, my younger brother, that I think I just punched him. He was in the same bathroom. I've only had fights in the bathroom.
I remember my sister threw a plastic horse at me when we were kids, and like the foot of the horse hit me in the head and just like sliced my head open. I was like bleeding all over this white carpet. It was like long distance warfare. I couldn't even do anything. She was like on the other side of the room, and I was like bleeding out on the ground. I can't really even remember. Like, I feel like we definitely did fight, my sister and I.
Yeah.
Like-
My brother and I would fight all the time, but he always started it, I swear.
Did you win?
Every time.
Oh,
Well,
God.
it depends what you say win. Like, he would sit there and he would bug me, and like he knew what he was doing, and then I would eventually like punch him or push him or hit him or something, because he was, it was always like he wanted something from me. Like the controller, he wanted to get me in trouble or something. I don't know. And then I would react, and he would cry. My mom would come and I would get in trouble. And he would do this over and over again. He knew. He would take it.
Do you think people would rather see us do a podcast or do a fight live? Do you think we could sell out fights, or do you think we can't sell out a podcast?
Wait, just do a random not
know what it should be?
even
It
a
should
live
be, like,
fight.
random.
Just the next podcast should just be us fighting. A pathetic, untrained.
I feel like
man.
it already happens every time it's verbal.
just a pathetic, untrained match. It's
I-
just sad to watch.
We need a podcast mom that we can yell to.
Exactly. You hit
Mom.
me, and I'm like, that was an illegal shot.
Dick shot.
It's the only
Somebody
way
sent
I
us
win.
some those those inflatable things for your fist.
Kevin, we need to use boxing gloves.
Or some Hulk hands, the good ones.
Alan's lead ones.
God.
I feel like I'd rather get in a fight with the lead ones because they wouldn't be able to swing any punches.
But if you did get hit or you punch
You're
them,
dead.
If we can collect 6 Hulk hands, we can fight.
All right, so Nigel challenges Mark Rober.
Yes.
You said. All right, is that cut out where he says no? Kevin challenges Action Lab.
No.
I feel like I went after Nick Uhas on Twitter once. I feel like I should challenge Nick Uhas.
Yeah, you do it. You have to say you formally.
Because he was saying some like anti-COVID stuff at the beginning. He was like mad that gyms were closed.
That's good. So
Close.
he hasn't been going to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody's lab. Who do you think could fight? Who would Cody's go up against?
Cody
I
scares
feel-
me.
He is. He's kind of like a mountain man.
Yeah, like he would kill you and die while doing it. Like he's like he would go all the way.
It'd be like life or death.
Yeah,
battle.
right.
Cody and Michael Reeves. I feel
Michael's kind of a little like a tank.
I could see it.
Like he just I don't know what
Like
he,
short and stocky
Yeah,
almost.
yeah.
That kind of body type.
like he's not. You think he'd be like a little like kind of weakling, but he's not.
I wouldn't think
He's
so.
just a tank.
Yeah, he's like if you scaled Michael up like proportionally, he'd be like a Viking. I think it just unfortunately happens that he's not a Viking. But yeah, we went to the gym. I mean, as you know, all gym experiences go. We went. John, and I would go to the gym, and we did it for a couple months. It's how long it lasted.
I know how it goes.
And he would like it was. I think we were kind of all at like the same like weight level.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like I mean, also we weren't like really pushing it too hard, but he was like.
Oh, I could fight Charlie. I could fight
Oh, you
Moist
think so?
Critical.
You're taller than him though.
He's stronger than me though.
That'd be a good fight.
Yeah, we could like actually fight this time.
Man, who else I think I could take?
Just don't look at me.
I'm thinking about when.
What if it's just like a
This is
battle royale?
exactly what people want to hear about, right? Us trying to figure out who we could fight. It's the same. I guess safety third.
You know, okay,
it
let's-
totally counts, right?
What if we just think of random people and then see, who they would fight?
Get back in frame.
All right, I'm thinking of somebody. Nigel, you think of
Should
somebody.
go on Twitter right now.
Wait, to do what? To fight?
Fight or
Yeah.
okay? Here we're playing a game.
I don't
Fight or flight.
We gotta move on from this
No,
topic.
no, this is great.
Think of somebody. I've got somebody. Are you
Just
ready?
anybody.
Yeah, like the science YouTuber.
All right, so I say it, we say it, and then we all have to say it on like the count of 3.
No, I don't have it. I don't have anyone.
No, it's
Okay, Destin.
Veritasium.
No, I say it, and then we say
No,
if you
no,
would fight or
Nigel,
flight.
who-
No, fight. Destin, fight or flight. Fight.
I'd fight.
Oh, that's how it's
Yeah,
working.
yeah.
Sure, fight. Yeah.
Okay.
Veritasium.
Fight.
Sure, fight. I don't know how. What are the,
I
what are the
would-
qualifications for why we want to fight them? Just like a feeling.
Yeah, if you think you could take them.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like he knows.
I
what
just
he's doing. I'd
feel like
pass
you
on
think
that.
of them and it's just like this instinct of like
I feel like
it feels right.
Veritasium knows what he's doing.
That's what I said.
He could like
Mark
kill you with
doesn't.
some physics move.
So Mark Rober.
Fight.
I formally challenged him, but I don't know. I don't feel like I want to fight. I just don't know if I want to fight.
I'm just looking at my Twitter followers.
Danny
Like, do I vote?
DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah, Danny DeVito. Fight.
Well, I would fight Danny. That would.
I don't know. I don't want to fight Danny. I'm not. I'm saying. Should we say? You're saying.
Could you take him in a fight?
Oh, Danny
So it's-
DeVito and Michael Reeves.
I would pay $1,000. Like I hate fighting and I hate watching boxing. Like I don't understand why people watch sports, but I would pay $1,000 to
my
watch
God.
Michael Reeves fight Danny DeVito.
I mean, one of those it'd just be an absurd fight.
Adam Savage.
I would fight him.
I would fight Adam
I
too.
would-
I could fight.
I would fight Adam.
I think.
Jamie Adamant.
I feel like he would beat me
I think
up.
I could fight him too.
I don't think I could fight him.
You don't think so?
No.
I feel like he might have like that old man strength, but he sort of seems.
Like you could work him with speed, but if he
Yeah.
got a hold of you,
Yeah,
it's
you're
over.
done.
I think
I feel like he'd end you with just a good
Yeah.
headlock, and you're done.
like he looks strong, but I think he might actually be more frail than you think he is.
Okay.
I did a thing.
I feel like
He would kick the shit out of all of
Yeah.
us.
he
Yeah.
would.
Yeah. He's just
Yeah.
he has the potential. He also is like he's
he has
done
Australian power.
right. He's done crazy stuff too. Like he just doesn't care.
Yeah.
So
he
he's-
would. He
yeah.
would just. He would fight.
Even
Yeah.
though it's against the rules, he'd gouge your eyes out.
He would get your eyes out.
He would enjoy it.
I feel like I could probably fight him as is, but if we both trained, I think he would probably just go way beyond.
Yeah.
And even then, I wouldn't want to fight him.
They're gonna be watching this and being like, "Why? Why do they all think they can beat me up?"
Can we include women in this too?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure there are.
Wait, we got to be inclusive. All right,
Yeah.
Simone.
I've never really.
Simone, I'm sorry, but yes.
I could. I feel like I don't know. I feel like she definitely would be scrappy.
She would be. I
Yeah.
feel like she's confident enough
Right.
where it would be difficult.
I've never even really met her.
Well, that's why you gotta.
I just don't know.
Well, then
I'm-
say no. Say no. Say that
Sure.
you couldn't take Simone in a fight.
I'm just saying I don't know.
No, you gotta say I could not take Simone in a fight.
No.
See,
Fine. I'd fight.
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos is like oddly fit, right?
I feel like he would win.
You think so?
I think so.
And even
Actually,
if
no,
he lost,
no,
him,
What
no,
does
no.
he do all day?
I would fight Jeff Bezos.
I would fight him. I know.
I would just let him punch me in the face.
Yeah.
Just for
Wait,
that
what
story.
about Mark Zuckerberg?
I would kill Mark Zuckerberg. It wouldn't be a fair fight. Unless he like takes his shirt off and he's like 10 times.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wait, have you seen the like shot of Bezos?
He does look kind of ripped.
He's like very large.
Yeah.
He might.
I don't
even
know
if
if
you
he kept that up though. That's
Yeah,
gonna
but
be hard
just
for
your
someone.
size doesn't. You could have skills.
Right. Even if he won the battle, if you won the battle, he'd win the
Worth
war.
it.
No, he'd win the war.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he would like destroy the rest of your life.
He would
All right.
take away my free prime.
Let's see. This is great. I like this.
Just gonna keep going forever.
Pokemon.
Susan Wojcicki, the CEO of YouTube. Would you fight the CEO of YouTube?
Susan. This is for charity.
It's over.